joined by Bolu Michael-Biyi, foreign policy analyst. Good to have you on the news. Thanks for giving us your time. What is the root cause, in your view, of this conflict between the government and opposition in Argentina?
Yeah, radical times, takes radical measures. So it's not surprising that the president is trying to make sweeping reforms because of the economic situation in the country. However, the opposition feel it's far-reaching because it touches on aspects of private life of Argentine citizens, as well as empowering the executive the more, which they're not comfortable with. They feel that in a situation as they're in right now, the executive does not have to, shouldn't accord themselves the opposition have contention with.
Do you think the government's actions were justified, or were they excessive and unwarranted?
I wouldn't say it's unwarranted. I'll say might be some aspects might be excessive, and it's good that they are trying to work together with the opposition, because I'm aware that some aspects of the reforms have been modified or actually struck out in the way. So some aspects seem to be appropriate, but the different societies with different context. To some a reform might be in a country, to one country a reform might be far-reaching, to another it might not be sufficient. So based on the condition that Argentina is right now, it's only the opposition or the government or the people that can really say if it's extreme or unwarranted.
Is it possible for the government and the opposition to find a way to work together, or are they too far apart?
They're currently working together because some aspects of the reforms have been modified, which indicates that they are working together. They may not have something, that will satisfy everybody, but diplomacy is about not getting what you want and at the same time not getting what you don't want. So they're currently working together. If they continue in this path, I believe they'll be able to reach a consensus on various aspects of the reforms.
Is it possible for Argentina to become a prosperous, successful nation without implementing radical reforms, or are radical reforms the only way to get the country on the right track?
There are several ways. The challenge is about solving the issues from the root. The root cause of these challenges for most countries is corruption. So it's not that countries cannot raise revenue. It doesn't mean it's not like they cannot, truly run a clean government. But corruption is what has led to the issues, and we see that common with many South American and African countries. So it's about tackling corruption. That's what is hindering greatness. There are countries that are not even as rich as Argentina, but they're prosperous and they have a smooth running government, and the people in the country are living well. So let them tackle corruption. Sweeping reforms might be needed on various aspects, but I think it's important that they tackle issues from the root, which is tackling corruption.
Given the current state of the economy, do you think that the president's reforms could trigger a financial crisis or even economic collapse?
Based on precedents, I feel that it has potential of, causing economic hardship, because if we look at other countries that have accepted, maybe World Bank or IMF recommendations, for example, Nigeria, the structural adjustment program, we're still paying for it today. So people in Argentina should have legitimate fears that when they adopt these reforms, it might lead to economic collapse, because he would pays the piper, dictates the tune, and it's touching on private life. There's so many conditions that will be uncomfortable. So it has a potential, if not managed well, to cause some form of social and economic crisis.
All right, Bolu, thank you very much for speaking with us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.